All right, everybody. Well, I just put up that video just a few minutes ago and I checked it and the sound was good. Now, let me tell you what's going on so that you're aware of it. Thank you for being here. There's something wrong with YouTube. Some other people have told me that this is happening. I didn't see any of the chat. When I went back and I saw the upload, the chat was there. Hello again, everybody, as you come in. So something weird is going on. My sound, there was no reason for it not to be on the other day. It's working now. I did nothing. I changed nothing. So there's definitely something going on at YouTube. There's no question about it. The fact that I didn't see your chat today, I want to apologize, but it wasn't there. Usually it'll show the chat as it comes in. It didn't do it, but I'm getting now on my phone. This is really weird. Anyway, hello everyone as you're coming in. I just wanted to add a couple things that I didn't say in the last video because of the problem with the sound. The first thing that I wanted to say is on this Baghdadi thing, the Russians are saying it didn't happen. Okay? And after we look at the burial at sea business and the DNA test kit and the vest that conveniently blows him to smithereens, I'm sorry. And then he died like a dog. Well, how do you know? How do you know he was whimpering and crying at that distance? If they were close enough to hear him whimpering and crying, they would have been blown up themselves by the bomb. I mean, so there's just some things here that I'm sorry. Even though Trump is there, I can't believe all this baloney. I just can't. Now that all this information is starting to come out. And I'm very upset that people accept Trump for his words without critical thinking. But then we're no better than the Obama followers. Okay? So that's my first problem. If you got him, great. But we should be concentrating on the enemies and the terrorists, seditionists, and the traitors in our own government, as I've called for a long time, and people like Soros. Why the hell hasn't the Delta Force gone after Soros? He's certainly, you know, right there where he deserves to get his ass collared. Okay, and yet nothing happens to people like that, but these boogeymen out in the Middle East, we're constantly going after them. So I got a problem with it. And there are those of you who are saying that I'm wishy-washy. Well, let me tell you what I'm going to do about you folks, okay? Go away. I am not the referee that's going to call the game for your side for your benefit. I'm not going to do that. And if you're here for that, you're not going to get it. The evaluations, the ongoing evaluations and analyses of events are fluid because you get more information. If you don't like the fact that I call Trump out, if you don't like the fact that when the game changes, I call it differently because a good referee will do that, he'll call it as he sees it. If you don't like it, go the hell away. Why are you even here? If you want people to preach easy things to you, things that are easy to understand, feel good shit, go listen to other people. I don't need you here. I don't want you here. You're interfering with people that want to look at things from an analytical and a critical thinking point of view. If you want to be like the scientists that agree on the theory of evolution, they agree on the theory of evolution, for instance, or some other thing that they want to push. They all agree to it so that, they all go down the same road. They don't care if it's true. It's like with the Rosetta Stone. If you don't know what the Rosetta Stone, it had Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphics on it, and that's how they decided what the Egyptian language was. The problem is that the Egyptian of the Ptolemaics isn't the same as the Egyptian of the First Dynasty, but they all agreed to it. They don't care whether it's right or wrong. They all agree and then expect us to go along with it. If you want that kind of shit from me, you got the wrong guy. Go away. Okay? I would have, you guys had said that on the chat. If I had seen it, I'd have knocked your asses off. I really would have. And I expect my moderators when they're there, I'm asking them to throw those people off because we don't need yes men here. I've never been a yes man, and I'm not going to start today. Even though Trump's my man and he does something stupid or he lies to us when he said he wouldn't, I'm going to call his fucking ass out. I guess I did get angry. Pardon that. I should bleep that out. Okay, the next thing is I talked about the DEA chief, right? That he wants to put in. Here he goes violating his own problems. You know, he's shooting his himself in the foot. He says not to bring these people in. He's going to do that. There's something really, really wrong with Trump. Oh, I see people say, oh, he's bringing them in so he can expose them. Okay, well, why didn't Eisenhower, as I've pointed out before, bring Himmler into his war room so he could expose him? Oh, for crying out loud. This kind of nonsense is just driving me idiot to idiocy. And I'm going to leave it here for today, okay? Headlines with a Voice, I put it in the description box in the last video. Headlines with a Voice says that she has some information that Comey is turned. I don't know if that's true or not. She says the source is pretty good. I don't know, okay? I don't know. But if that is true, if Comey is turned, it would explain a lot of things that are happening right now. However, even if that's true, what I want to say is this. I don't believe anything until I see somebody in bracelets. And as I said a few minutes ago, I could almost care less about Baghdadi than I do about the traitors like Pelosi and Schumer and Brennan and Clapper and Comey and McCabe and Strzok and Page and all the way down the line and Soros. Until they start getting those people, I really don't give a damn what they're doing in the Middle East because all of that mostly was manufactured by the CIA in the first place. So don't come here looking for yes men bullshit from me. You ain't going to get it. All right? All right. Sorry I lost my temper, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to do it because people don't think you're real. All right? Tonight, again, I put it up now. The countdown has started. The next show is happening at 8:30 p.m. tonight on the nightcap. I think you're going to want to see this. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, that's heretical. I believe in Jesus." Look, if you don't understand how other cultures think and where these things came from and how they're being used for and against us today, you're very foolish. If you don't know where I am on my spiritual beliefs, it's because you haven't been listening. But that does not mean that I'm not going to investigate these other things for the sake of knowing about them. You can't defeat your enemy if you don't know who they are and what they think. Remember Patton? He fights Rommel out there near El Qatar, and he's looking through his binoculars. This is in the movie, and he say, "Ah, Rommel, I read your book. I read your book." He knows his enemy. So if you want to remain ignorant by not looking at these other subjects, if they make you doubt your faith that much that you can't listen, then you don't have faith. Okay? You're holding on to some kind of self-made propaganda. The other day, I laid out my understanding of what we are in the image of God, literally, and I told you in the Hebrew what image and likeness mean. If that doesn't mean anything to you, or if you think that's wishy-washy, or if you think it's heretical, or if you whatever, go away. I don't need you here, and neither does anybody else. Okay? So we're going to talk about these subjects tonight. We're going to have a little fun. I've got a really nasty song to play for you on the air. I hope I don't get pinged by it by YouTube. I'm going to give credit where credit's due, but there's going to be a song that I played when I was in a band back in high school and college. We played this song when it came out, and we played it for 3 years after that until the band broke up. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but when I played it, I didn't know what the lyrics meant. But I'm going to play it for you tonight, and I think most of you know what it's about. But it's a nasty song, but it'll go along with what we're going to talk about tonight, okay? On the second half, all right? Okay, I'm out of here. My guest tonight is Michelle Anderson. She is a researcher. She's researched a lot of things. She and I have talked a lot. I've gone to some of the meetings where she talks with other people that cover these things. And I think you're going to find it interesting. We'll have a good time. So we'll see you tonight at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time. All right. Take care, everybody out here.